It's been a great regular season. We're really proud of what we've accomplished, and I think showing just all parts of our game. We didn't want to just rely on our offense or just rely on the draw or just rely on defense, of really a team effort of everybody really doing their part to make sure that we're successful. But what you just said, what a season it was. It's in the past, and now we're in a whole new season. So we got a clean slate.
What did you think that this team, with what you had coming back, had something like this in them possible? I mean, you want to win every game. You may not expect to win every game, but did you think this should be a team that should probably accomplish something like this?
I try to stay away from the shoulds. You get yourself in trouble that way. But I think that each team is really unique every year, and you play to your strengths that you have. We had a couple unknowns with some transfers coming in, and every year the leadership piece is an unknown as well. And I think that this group really came in and meshed well early and was very determined with their goals and how the teams operated. So I'm not surprised that we've had success with the attitude and commitment that they've come in this year, and I'm just really proud of everything that they've done.
What has this specific group done better than maybe your last year's group or the group before, or what has worked for them that maybe didn't quite work the last couple of seasons?
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I think this group has done an amazing job of working well together and buying into the new sets and game plans that we've done. And that's not to say teams in the past haven't. I think this group just came in, and we did last year lose a lot of scoring and a lot of veteran players on defense. So it was a little bit of who's going to step up from the outside. I think this group has known they've got the training and the ability to still step up and fill those roles, and they did a wonderful job doing that together.
The tournament, 4 of the last 6 regular season champs have not won the tournament, and the Richmond Spiders have been responsible for a lot of that. And you guys can come out and beat the regular season titleists in the tournament. Knowing that, what have you talked about to your team this week?
Yeah, our team, we're well versed in being the underdog going into the tournament, and we know how that feels and the mindset we've had to come in and knock off the regular season champs, and so we certainly know it's possible. And so that mentality coming into the tournament of continuing to work hard, put our head down, chop the wood, and know that we're ready to battle, because tournament time, everybody brings their best game and some new tricks, and you got to be ready for it, and not assuming we're going to see the same play and the same team that we saw earlier in the season.
How confident is this team? I mean, undefeated regular season, you would think confidence is sky high, but let me ask this question a little bit better. Where's their balance between confidence and still feeling like they have something to prove?
I think we have a healthy chip on our shoulder. A good balance there. We've found confidence in our preparation this year, so we continue to work hard every day at practice, and that gives us the confidence going into game week, game day, that we know how to show up. But I think it's a balance of you have to be confident in your skill set, but also respect your opponent and know what's coming at you.
I think we're in a great place. I think all season long we've proven that we can continue to rise up to the occasion, and shows by winning conference championship, going undefeated. So that was great to go into the tournament. I think that's a chapter behind, and we know that we have to continue to show up and play in this next coming games and weeks within the tournament. So we're just excited and using our momentum for the best of our team.
During the regular season, you guys went undefeated, and you beat every team in the A10 almost by double figures. How do you prevent yourself from being maybe overconfident or assuming things will happen the way you want?
Well, obviously we're going to keep being confident, but we're also going to know that we have to continue to play our games as a team and do exactly what we've been doing in season, and know that postseason in conference championship play, a lot of teams come out differently, and I think we've shown that in previous years where we may have not won conference champions, went undefeated, but we were able to win our championship. So we know that other teams are coming for us and that they're going to look completely different than they did in regular season play.
Which kind of leads to my next question. I looked this morning, out of the last 6 regular season champs, only 2 have won the tournament. So that's a warning, and you guys were 2 of the ones that unthroned a regular season champ.
Yeah, that's something our coach had mentioned to us, and myself as a senior, we had a hard time in regular season. We were able to come out with wins in postseason championship, so it just shows that any team can win a game after in play regular season games. So we're just using that to stay confident, but also know in the back of our heads we need to show up, and it's not going to be given to us.
What has clicked this year that maybe didn't quite click as well either last year or the year before?
I think we have a lot of great experience on this team and really smart players. I mean, last year we had amazing players, and I think this year just learning from our team last year and taking what we could have done better and bringing it into this season and really utilizing everyone to their strengths. That's been really important for us, and we've just been able to build really great chemistry, and we have a full team, and it's been great, like full 7-woman offense, 7-woman defense, so it's just really coming together nicely. And I think, like I said before, using what we maybe didn't do to our best last year and using it this year to prevent anything bad from happening.
I think this team has been very special, and it's been a really fun year because we obviously graduated a big senior class last year, but it was fun seeing people kind of fill in new roles. And I think this year we did a really good job of everyone kind of owning what they do, and it's kind of like a big puzzle, and every piece is super important, and when everyone does what they need to do, it all comes together really nice, and that's kind of been our season.
There are lots of new pieces to the puzzle, but from my vantage point, it looks like it's been a relatively smooth year. People have come in and played and done what they've needed to do, right?
Yes, for sure. I think that's kind of been the fun thing. Our team is big on giving people the confidence they need, and I think we have faith. Our team has a lot of depth this year, which has been awesome, and I think everyone who's on the field, everyone who's getting subs in like any minutes, we have faith that they can do what they need to do because we're putting in the work every day out here, and it's been paying off, which is awesome.
How important is it to keep an underdog mentality when you are not the underdog?
I think that's the most important thing. I think I'm a junior here now. In my past 2 years in the A10s, we've been underdogs, and I think that's the best mentality to have because you have nothing to lose. And I think going into it, we have to remember that that's how teams are going to be looking at us. But I think the cool thing about our team is even when we've been having the awesome season we've had and the success we have, I think we still always kind of have that underdog mentality, and we pride ourselves on like the grit and hustle plays even when we're up on teams, which is good.
How much change in there without going into specifics? I mean, how much new do you see and how much new do you put in without giving away the Ford gear?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think it's always hard to beat a good team twice, and I think we had a great start against all these teams, which has been really fun, but I think kind of making sure we talked about like sharpening the knife and making sure we're doing what we do really well, but then kind of having some adaptations in case they throw some other things at us on defense, on offense. So just making sure that we keep doing what we've been doing really well, but then kind of having some changes ready up our sleeves because we know that they're going to throw some new things at us.
This year's been really fun because we've put in a new zone, and I think it's had a lot of opportunity for us to kind of connect as a defense, and that also translates to when we're working on our man and kind of having both of those up our sleeves and really focusing on backing each other up and still with those hustle plays this year has been super fun.
How do you feel? You stumbled against JMU, but you've won the rest. How do you feel this team is playing coming in to the tournament?
Yeah, I think JMU was a good test for us on those hustle plays and kind of being able to keep going and play those 4 quarters, especially when we're tired and it's hot out. And I think we've kind of worked on that during practice, constantly challenging each other. And then I think going into this tournament, it's kind of for us to really focus on our own game and ourselves. And these teams, it's tournament play, so every team's going to come out hard. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be long games. So kind of just in practice this upcoming week, challenging each other and then just having that translate to our games.
You guys try to keep your approach the same, but being humans that you are and athletes, it's the tournament. What is different from the athlete's perspective about going into a conference?
Yeah, I think it's super exciting, and knowing that every team's going to come out hard, right? It's tournament play, but at the same time, again, kind of just focusing on ourselves. Like, if things are going wrong at a certain time, being able to pivot, come together, back each other up, and then just focusing in on those hustle plays, things that we know we can do constantly in every game, despite what the other team's throwing at us.
As the season went on and your record got better and better and better, you probably got everybody's, if not their best shot, pretty much their best shot all the way through the season. How does that prepare you for it? You know, everybody might treat the tournament a little bit differently, but you had to get everybody's best shot leading up to this already.
Yeah, I think, again, this is kind of just focusing on ourselves. People put up good games and they really gave it their all, and I think if we keep focusing on ourselves and practice this upcoming week, it's going to translate during those games. So kind of just knowing that people are going to come out hard, and we can also come out hard with our hustle plays.